was searching for an app to draw geometric shapes for one of my upcoming courses, and I was looking for a geometry app which could draw basic geometry shapes fast. I checked many applications, but most are geometry solver apps where there are some formulas which you can quickly use. But then I found a very unique app called Sketchometry, which focuses more on drawing shapes and not solving geometric problems, and it does the job of drawing geometric shapes in a perfect and fastest possible manner, which is by using gestures, which I am going to show you in a minute. And you can draw any of the basic geometry shapes within seconds and label it with angle measurements and side measurements extremely fast. This application is perfect for online teaching and tutoring, where you can share your screen and explain any geometric concept to your students by drawing on the screen. So I have installed Sketchometry app on my iPhone and I click on that. To start a new page, I click on plus sign. By default, you will get a graph page in the background, which is very good. But if you want to change it, you can click on these three lines, and then on the right hand side, you will see three more lines with a dot inside. This is the property menu. You click on that, and on the left, if you click on this grid will be removed and you get a plain page. But I want this grid, and then you can also put axis. The next one is axis if you want. So let us keep the axis here. And the next one is snap to grid. This is also very important because when you are drawing, you will be able to set the sizes very quickly. And now I click on close, and now you will see the letter A is written and a ruler is on the right hand side. This is the construction menu, and then there is an arrow. This arrow is to move the objects when you are drawing. And the selection of these two is very important. If you want to draw, for example, line segment, you don't want this arrow to be selected. So currently both are selected. So first let us see how we can draw. So if I tap my finger anywhere on this grid, a point will be drawn. Point is the simplest geometric object. Now I click anywhere else, another point is drawn, and now I want to create a line segment. To do that, I unselect this arrow by pressing on it, and the square around the arrow will be removed. It means arrow is unselected. And now I simply put my finger on the first dot and move it towards the second, and the line segment will be drawn. Very simple. And now if I select this arrow and unselect this construction menu, the letter A with the ruler, I unselect this, and now if I put my finger on any of these dots, I can resize them and I can reposition this line segment in both direction anywhere I want. And as you can see that it is snapping with the grid elements because I have turned the grid snapping on. Now let's say I want to measure the length of this line segment. I click on these three lines and there is this protractor. If I click on that, and now I click on this line segment. Once you click on the line segment, it will be selected, and now I will click anywhere else where I want to put the dimension or the size of this line segment. So let's say I press here, so it will put the size of this line segment there. Let's select this measurement tool once again, and this time I click on the letter A, the point A, and it will show me whether I want to put the coordinates of A or the length of AB. So let's say I click on A. Now A is selected, and now wherever I want to put the coordinates, I just tap my finger there, and the coordinates of A will be placed at that point. So this was a brief introduction of how you put the measurements, and now I will show you how quickly you can draw. And now let's say how I can draw an infinite line. To do that, I select this A with a ruler and I simply slide my finger on the screen of my mobile phone, just like that. And when I release, a line will be drawn. And to undo this, there is an arrow on the top left corner. If I press that arrow, the last action will be undone. Now let us draw a line segment parallel to this line segment. To do that, I start writing something like a Z parallel like this, then I move to the line and then I draw on the line, and as you can see, a parallel line will be drawn to this line segment. If I want a parallel on the other side of this line, I start typing something like Z and another parallel line will be drawn. Now I want to show you how to draw a perpendicular line, and I first draw a line here, and now I want to draw a perpendicular line. I first draw a point from where I want to draw the perpendicular, and now I uncheck this arrow so that I am not moving the point. Now I click on this point and draw a line towards this line and then on this line in any of the direction. So a perpendicular will be drawn, and now if I select this move arrow and I move this line, as you can see that this line segment stays perpendicular. Now let us see how you can draw a triangle. You simply draw with your finger whatever triangle you want, and triangle will be drawn instantly. Now let's say I want to put the angle measurements of this triangle. To do that, first I unselect this move or drag arrow, and now I want to put angle measurement. To do that, at every corner I draw a small arc just like we draw on paper in a clockwise direction, just like that, and angle alpha is drawn. Similarly, now at corner D, then corner E, and now if I want to put the measurements of these angles, I again go back to these three lines, select this D, tap my finger on alpha, it will show me what I want here. So I select alpha, it will select the angle. Now where I want to put the measurements, I just tap my finger there and it will put the value of alpha there. And let us say close this, and now I want to change the angle. To do that, I select this arrow and now I click on this point. Let me adjust this alpha a little bit away, and now I click on this point C and I can move this wherever I want. I can change the shape of the triangle, as you can see, very quick. And now if you want to see all of your pages, you click on your home icon and it will show you all of your pages. And let's say I want to delete this empty page. There is a delete on the right hand side. You click on that, it will ask for a confirmation and you click OK. And to go back to your drawing page, you click on the page and you will be inside. Now besides these three lines, there is a plus sign and another icon. If you click on that, there are few more options, and these options are to move your drawing page. If I click on this right arrow couple of times, I am moving towards the right side, and if I click on the left arrow, I can go back. Similarly, you can go up and down. So let's go back towards the right side, and now I want to show you how to draw a circle. You simply move your finger in a circular way just like that, and a circle will be drawn. Then you can adjust the position of this center as I explained earlier. Just select this arrow, and now because arrow is selected, I can click on this point and I can move this circle wherever I want. Now if you want to draw a circle which is about a center and with a particular radius, what you can do is first you draw 2 points. So one point and another point. Now let's say point F is the center of the circle and FG is the radius. You first uncheck this arrow. Now you press your finger on F, move towards G, and then move in a circular way, and a circle will be drawn with center F and radius FG. Now let us move towards right. Now if you click on these three dots on the right side of letter A, there are some more options. So ABC is just to write some text, then there is a slider, then there is a polygon icon which you can click to draw a polygon. Let's see how to draw a polygon. So first you need to draw 2 points equal to the side of the polygon. To do that, simply click somewhere here, and now 2 points are drawn. Now you click on this polygon icon, it will ask you how many sides you want. Let's say I want a 10-sided shape. So I select 10. And now I have to select 2 points. The distance between those two will determine the side of the polygon. So I check the first point and then the second point. And instantly a 10-sided shape, a polygon with 10 equal sides will be drawn. So let me go a little bit up, and now let's say I want to put the measurement of the angle of this polygon. To do that, I click on these three dots, then this alpha sign, and now I have to select 3 points, first, second and third. A Greek symbol, whatever is the next one available, will be drawn here. And now to put the value of this angle, again I have to select this D. I click on this, it will show me what you want. So I click on this delta sign, the Greek symbol, I click on that, and now I have to click wherever I want to put the value, and it will put the value of the angle there. So how easy it is if you are teaching and you want to demonstrate something, you can quickly share your screen with your students and you can draw some geometric shapes and you can explain geometric concepts. Let's click on these three dots again. Now you will see this double-sided arrow. If I click on that, now I have to select the starting point of the ruler. So let us click on this corner, and now a ruler is drawn, and I can select this and I can drag this. As you can see, a ruler is drawn and I can extend this ruler wherever I want, just like that. Then there is also an icon fx. If I click on this fx, now I can plot some mathematical functions. So let us click on this f, and I want to plot sine of x. So I click on sine x and I click OK. And now graph of sine x is drawn, as you can see here. Similarly, there are some other functions, as you can see, graph of tan, cos, log function, and some other functions you can draw their graphs as well. But our main focus is how to draw geometric shapes using sketchometry. So I close this. Now if I click on this home icon, there is this wheel where you can change some settings such as the language. So I click on this wheel and you can select your language. There are few languages available, not all, but there are 10 or 12 languages available. You can select any of these if you speak any of these languages. So let us draw 3 points, 1, 2 and 3, and now I click on this third icon from the left after this alpha. So there is an angle sign, and now I have to select point, then midpoint and then a point to draw a sector or part of a circle. So if I select J first, then K and then L, this sector will be drawn. Let's undo and select it again. If I select L, K and J, now this sector will be drawn. Then text is obviously very simple. You can click on ABC and whatever text you want and click OK, and your text will be placed. So as you saw that it is very easy to draw geometric shapes using sketchometry. It is a fantastic app. And now the drawback. There is a drawback in this app, and you can use this when you are teaching online, when you are sharing your screen, or even in the classroom. You can explain some concept very quickly to your students using your mobile phone. So it has a place. But if you want to export this, any geometric shape in the form of an image, it exports only in .sketch file at the moment. And let me show you. If I click on this home icon, this up arrow, if I click on that and now I try to save it to a file by clicking on that, it saves in .sketch file, not in any PNG or any image format. This is also an image format, but for Mac users. You can open this file by installing a program on your Windows system, but this is a little bit of issue. I also tested whether it connects to the Google Drive or not, but it does not. So I think this is not a big issue for developers, and my guess is that this app is currently free, and maybe the developers are planning to launch these features in the paid version. I'm not sure about that, but other than that, it is a very useful app which can be used while teaching or tutoring online or in the classroom environment to demonstrate geometric concepts to your students. So this is it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.